when you read that tweet, what the White House released, that was released July 21st, which is 5 days ago. I think today's the 26th. Make it bigger so they can see it. Just click on click on that. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, watch that. So, what is a recession? While some maintain that 2 consecutive quarters of fallen real GDP constitute a recession, that is neither the official definition nor the way economists evaluate the state of the business cycle. Instead, both official determinations of recessions and economists' assessment of economic activity are based on holistic look at the data, including the labor market, consumer and business spending, industrial production incomes. Based on these data, it is unlikely that the decline in GDP in the first quarter of this year, this is the key word here. This is the key word. This is protecting to say they're about to announce that there was a decline in the GDP second quarter. Watch how it ends up. Even if followed by another GDP decline in second quarter, indicates a recession. Mm-hmm. Now, if this isn't trying to redefine a recession pre-midterms, I don't know what is. Tom, what do you think about this?
It's just, I think they're testing our limits to just how stupid, we think we are, they are. It's just not working anymore. In order to sell this, you need, other than very creative writers, and they have some. I mean, I give them credit for trying this spin. But the realities are out there. Everybody's dealing with this on a daily basis, and there's no credibility coming back from the White House anymore like you would believe them if they said that. We all know the situation right now. It's just, I think they spend so much time ignoring the real issues, not finding ways to fix problems, that they start believing it themselves. And every day, there's something new that they're trying to brainwash us with, and newsflash, we're just not that stupid. I think collectively people are waking up.
Yeah, for me, it's more like it's White House. It's like clout over country, where all they care about is the feel good virtue signaling stuff as they just watch economic collapse happen. And then, I mean, to the point there, I mean, they're making excuses already, and they're lying.
Well, they know it's coming. They know that report is going to be coming.
That's like saying just because this tastes like water and the second sip tastes like water, it's not water.
Yeah.
Like what do you?
And we're smarter than you. You have to believe us, man.
Yeah.
That's not water.
Like that's not water.
Yeah, because we make all the definitions. You don't. Adam.
But does anybody trust them anymore? Like, come on. Like over the pandemic.
Yeah.
And they coming in here. Does anybody believe this?
That's the point, though. I think that's the main question, because what's the approval rating? What approval rating just came out? I saw something.
33%.
Because I know Adam always talks about that. As bad as his approval rating is, it's not lower than Trump.
It might be worse now.
Yeah, his approval rating is the lowest, all-time low, beating out Trump. So,
if I'm correct, though, the Trump's approval rating was like at the end of his term, right? It was at the very end, where
during COVID.
Yeah, and then after the January stuff. But this is now, not even 2 years into it.
Mm-hmm. Adam, what do you think when you hear this kind of
Well, I think
narrative.
The GDP report is supposed to come out on Thursday, I believe, and I don't believe that there's going to be a pretty picture in sight. So right there now, they're trying to do a spin job. They have what's a new press secretary, Karine St-Pierre. She's out there sort of doing like mental wrestling, trying to redefine what a recession is. But whether they come out and say it's a recession or not, I think Americans feel what's going on, right, with inflation, with surging home prices. People feel it. So they're going to look, whether it's Republican or Democrat, and nobody wants to own that you have. Yeah, we have it. Congratulations. You're going to try to do a spin job. But at the end of the day, the voters are going to have, their opportunity to say what's on their mind this November in the midterms, and we'll see what happens. But clearly, economically, it's not a pretty sight in America right now. We talked about the Fed doing the quantitative tightening right now. So they're saying that inflation is it reached 9.1% in June. They're starting to say that it's coming down. They're starting to say that gas prices are coming down. And whether you're a Democrat or Republican, I think we all are on the same page. We want prices to go down. We want inflation to go down. We don't want a shitty economy. So we'll see what kind of spin job they do. But for the sake of the country, I'd like to see us not in a recession. But like you talked about on your housing, real estate housing segment that you did recently, I think what my fear is the worst still upon us. Like, if this is the worst of the worst right now, I think Americans have dealt with it. Is something worse coming? I think that's the question right now.
So I'm going to read this from an economist. If you can pull this one up, because this is all over the place. Here's an economist. His name is Nouriel Roubini. Just so you know who Nouriel Roubini is, he's an Iranian-American economist. He teaches at NYU, Stern School of Business, and chairman of Roubini Macro Associates. So this is not a regular guy. He got his degree from Harvard, and he's done very well for himself. He also went to Hebrew University of Jerusalem. I know you would appreciate that.
Yeah.
So economists, shallow recession calls are totally delusional, Roubini warns. This is a Bloomberg article. He said the U.S. is facing a deep recession as interest rates rise and the economy is burdened by high debt loads, calling those expecting a shallow downturn delusional. There are many reasons why we are going to have a severe recession and a severe debt and financial crisis, the chairman and chief executive of Macro Associates said on Bloomberg TV on Monday. The idea that this is going to be short and shallow is totally delusional. Look, you got two sides. You pick and choose who you want to believe.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.